Good morning and welcome to the show.
Yeah, good morning, Matt. Good morning, Margaret Thatcher, Margaret Okpara. It's my pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
This is the highest estimate so far. What are your expectations?
Thank you very much. I think there's a tag placed on that. It's a budget of what? I don't know what you say. Budget of consolidation, budget of what?
Development and sustainability.
Sustainability, development and sustainability. And I pause and I begin to appreciate the wisdom the government has in giving us the budget, the highest so far. I'm sure this budget outweighed and outnumbered the total budget spent between for the 16 years the former administration spent. I was in this planet Earth when our budget for the whole year was £3 million. £3 million. It started from £1 million, £2 million, 2.5, £3 million, and things were very, very good. And you can, by that time, how much was salary? I remember when I first left school, 73, 74, and I got job, my salary was 96 naira, not 96,000, 96 naira. Now, but today, you can see that if you multiply 570 naira, the present rate of this, whatever about 96 naira, you know how much it is. Then,
humongous amount there.
Yes. What is important is not the amount.
Okay.
What is important, with this budget be able to put food on the table of a poor man? That's the question every average Nigerian is asking. If the budget is so bogus, so large, cannot put food on the table of a common man, it's not a budget. Having said that, inflation has taken over. Inflation has taken over. For you to bring me here, I have to make research. I have to, because I am a grassroots person. I go to the market. Not necessarily I want to buy something.
Okay.
But I want to sample opinion and know by myself how much are things costing. A bag of beans now, I was told, it was used to sold for 38,000 is 100,000 now. Now a bag of rice that was used to sell for how much, 16,000, 12,000 goes for 38,000, 40,000, 27,000, depending on the brand of rice you are selling. Now the of beans is how much now? 600 naira. Rice the same thing. Tomato the same thing. Onion the same thing. Then everything is skyrocketed. Then this budget, is it for the common man or for the elite?
All right, Marty, now the president explained that part of what necessitated the borrowings was the economic recession that hit the country. And remember when he came into power, he blamed the Goodluck Jonathan-led government for the economic
What is
crash.
he not blaming the former
So
administration?
I just want to hear your thoughts on that.
Except even when mosquito bites them, is the former administration. You see, the point is that the Bible says, looking forward, backwards never. When you begin to apportion blame to your past, you can't move forward. When you are running a race and look backwards, you can't move forward faster. But the point is this. The point is this. Out of this budget, about between 5 and 3 trillion will be used for debt servicing. Right?
Yeah.
Now, I happen to, when I was told about this year, he said 327 billion set aside for electricity bill for ministries and MDS who have not been paying. Right? Who have not been paying. Now,
that's
about
the servicing of debt.
Yes. Then 100 billion naira set aside for INEC election, right? Then 1.2 trillion naira or 7.92 trillion set aside for education, which is less than 50%. The president went and promised the world that he's going to do. Yeah. And that is a problem. Are we not going to experience strike again by the ASU? The polytechnics are complaining. They have warned us to beg, federal government, that they have given them notice, they have not responded. Every arm of the sector is complaining. This budget, remember, it is for consolidation and other things. Are we going to see it? Now the infrastructure is going to be there. Number one, they will mention Niger Bridge, a second Niger Bridge, which has, I don't know what second Niger Bridge has done to them. Abacha lose second Niger Bridge. This one lose second Niger Bridge. This second Niger Bridge. Then I also read when they said they have mapped out 300 billion naira for road maintenance and construction in Niger State. And we begin to ask ourselves, even all these things, all the 6 parts of this country, are they being treated equally? The answer is no. I watched the Minister for Works yesterday, last night, when he was giving account of his stewardship, including that of the president. He was rolling out all the achievement. And I was laughing. Those of us, you see, when you invite me, I analyze negatively and positively. Well, much as we appreciate what they claim they have done, but let us see it. I'm not saying they've not done anything, but let us see it. In the southeast, what has happened? I am from Abia State, and I went to Ogun State 2 weeks ago, and I saw the massive construction of railway lines. But go to the southeast, from Port Harcourt to Enugu, the rail tracks are just like deserted area, taken over by weeds, taking over. This is I would have shown you. Taking over, it's like nothing has been done since after the war. The rail tracks have been taken over. Then the roads, apart from Enugu, Port Harcourt Road, which the express road, which they've been claiming, blah 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 blah. Which one again? Even between Enugu and Okigwe, no-go area. From Aba to Port, no-go area. Now, every time they say road construction, and part of this country is not benefiting from it. What we are expecting the president to do with this budget, do me as you treat others.
Okay, we keep our fingers crossed. Now, let's talk about borrowing. Nigeria's rising debt profile is not the greatest challenge. Generating fund is. This is quoting the Finance Minister Zainab Ahmed. What's your thought on this?
What do you expect her to say?
Because, by the way, Nigeria needs to borrow additional 6.25 trillion.
I said it in my earlier statement here, that this thing will be financed by 6-point-something trillion borrowing. So you have a budget, you are depending on borrowing to sustain it, to run it. Now, there's nothing wrong in borrowing.
Okay. So you agree with her?
What is wrong in borrowing is application of it. What are you borrowing for? If you are borrowing for consumption, you are digging your grave. As it stands now, your grandchildren, my grandchildren, great-grandchildren, are already heavily indebted to the creditors. And the Bible says, he who goes on borrowing goes on sorrowing.
Yeah.
And he says, is a slave to the creditor. So Nigeria has mortgaged our future. I said in some other platform, let them sell us. Of course, they've sold us. The issue is this. If they are borrowing for construction and reconstruction, that will be better. That's what they claim. But Nigerians are saying, you are borrowing. The cost of living is beyond the average, beyond the reach of average Nigerians. There is one woman called in one of the radio programs. He said, what are they borrowing? That woman lamented. I said, a loaf of bread is how much? I bought a loaf of bread on Saturday with bread, 450 naira, some 500 naira. The common aggregate bread, no more 50 naira on. Rice that used to be stable food on the table is no longer there. You talk about tomato, you talk about other things. Things are going high and high and high, and you are borrowing. P2B said, if you borrow to invest, you are expecting to make profit. But if you borrow to pay salary, for consumption, for whatever, you are going to reap from the fruit of affliction. So I've analyzed it two ways. Borrowing is not wrong, but what are you borrowing for? Borrow to invest, not borrow to eat. You can't go to borrow for celebration. I know, I don't want to be specific. I know there are some part of this country that instead of them to give you money for your children to be trained to be sent to school, they help you, they loan you money for celebration. And that is the system we have found ourselves.
Very quickly now, for want of time, the lion's share of this budget was given to defense and security.
That's right.
A wise decision there, you would say.
Wise decision, you say. And everybody, my expectation is to see the end of this banditry, kidnapping, and all this, what is happening, the challenges we are facing. My challenges again, let us see it. Now, about a few years ago, another extra budget was approved for the ministry. And remember that even when the present National House of Assembly, the Senate, came about, they said they are going to approve whatever the president presented. And the first one they presented was additional budget for for defense. Don't forget that this defense have been having the chunk of this money. Agreed that insurgency, banditry, and what have you are a very big problem to us. But are we not in this planet out where the service chiefs corner this money? Yeah. You are a living witness. I know you will not agree with me because you're a journalist. No. But we have seen
there's corruption everywhere.
There's corruption everywhere. Will it be used for the purpose it is meant for? Will the welfare of the military be taken care of? With their widows, those who pay the supreme price for this nation, will their widows be taken care of? Will their children be taken care of? Will their allowances be taken care of? If they will be taken care of, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay. But our worry is this. Out of this money, they used to pay ransom secretly. They thought we don't know. We know. Insurgents, Boko Haram, these kidnappers, when the president was campaigning, he said he cannot negotiate with criminals. And today they are begging them to come for negotiation.
All right, Mazi,
thank you so very much
for sharing your thoughts on this.
But at least you agree that that was a wise decision taken.
Provided it will use for the purpose it is meant for.
Thank you very
Though
much.
part of who to be cornered somewhere. And that is what Nigerians are crying for. We want to see the end of all these killings.
Okay,
thank you so much,
we have our
Mazi.
fingers crossed, and I hope it happens that way. Thank you very much.
It's my pleasure.